Here and There continues now. It is our monthly chat with Stefanie Brazile. She is, of course, the editor and co-owner of 501 Life magazine. We love having her on. We talked about the 50 Wonder Woman and then the women. Did I say it wrong again?
I would just say 50 Wonder Women.
Well, tell them that I said it wrong. 50 Wonder Women. This time we're going to talk about the guys. That's what we're getting at. Okay, so we're talking about a buddy of mine, Todd Jacobian, is on your cover this month.
He is. We really consider him to be a man of the moment because he warns us about potential weather disasters, and we really saw that play out last year with the tornadoes, especially that hit Little Rock. But, as you know, Todd is such a nice guy, and he was at one very popular Little Rock TV station for 18 years, left there last fall. His contract said he had to be silent for 6 months, and his fan base really rose up and were like, where's Todd?
Yeah.
There were videos made about it. Businesses put out signs. There were memes, and he didn't expect any of that.
Yeah.
And so we know now he's back on the air, and we kind of share that story. And he's one of those rare people that figured out what he wanted to do in life at a young age. I was always jealous of those folks. But anyway, he's very appropriate for our cover.
Yes, I think the world of Todd. We've known each other for a long time, and I was glad to see that he's going to be on the cover this month. The couple of the month is Austin and Haley Watt. And if you don't know their names, you know his work because of all of the incredible art that's going on downtown, these murals in a number of different places.
We're so fortunate to have several talented muralists around here, but we wanted to introduce readers to this new young man on the scene. They are a beautiful couple, Conway natives, graduated from Conway High, and they have 2 children, a 2-year-old and a 2-month-old, so they're not getting much sleep. But I wanted to just highlight a few of the places that people can see his work, inside and outside the Rogue Roundabout. Outside Odd Insurance Building, there's a postcard painted there on the side.
I love that one.
Yes.
Love that.
And so that's part of his work. Royal We Building, Conway Emergency Shelter, Tucker Creek Trail at the Prince Street Bridge, and at Round Mountain Coffee. Have you ever gone underneath the street at Prince Street there?
I have.
And seen all the murals that are done there? It's really interesting.
Yeah, the public art in our community is growing so fast, and it seems like they come up, and maybe I don't look enough, but it seems like some of them happen overnight. I know they don't, but they're beautiful too, and there's such character, and I love that so many of them were complete for Toad Suck Days, and we had so many visitors in our town and got to see that part of our city. So
absolutely,
very cool, very cool. Dr. Ken Griffin of Conway, well, and I'm about to go to the beach, so this makes me a little bit nervous, but he pans for shark teeth in the 501. Oh, well, we're leaving the 501, so we're fine. What is this?
Well, I hate to tell you, but you can pan also at the beach, obviously, in Florida. Something I didn't realize is that sharks produce and expel hundreds of teeth over their lifespan, and that's not something we do. So we often just assume that everyone, tries to keep their teeth for life as we do, but he's the former associate dean of the College of Business at UCA, and he goes down to Malvern and pans for shark teeth. And he has thousands of them that he's recovered there.
Okay, am I going to learn why they're in Malvern in the article? Well, that's so interesting.
I think some things we just have to accept as fact, and we don't know because it happened so long ago that sharks were swimming in that area, and we all know at one time water covered the earth, and so there are a lot of, they said, crocodile teeth from some kind of a saltwater crocodile, as well as sharks in that area. And he gives us an app, and you can know whenever the water level is lower from the dam, being closed off there. And you can go and pan for shark teeth in the 501.
Well, I never would have guessed that at all. There is a Conway High School student, and we got to know Sam Seifert because of his family. We know them very well through Conway High football, and Sam played for the Wampus Cats last year. And you've got an update on a story that we all learned about during the football season about Sam and an accident that happened last year, that he was very, very fortunate to survive the accident. And what's an update that you can give us on Sam?
So some people may not realize that he was in an accidental boating accident and nearly lost one of his feet. And that was in September. But he has undergone multiple surgeries, so much rehab, And through the support of his family and friends and his hard work, he kept his foot and, in fact, walked and graduated with his classmates in May. And we're so proud of him. We feel like he's a man of the moment because at a young age, he overcame this massive challenge. He worked hard, was determined, and he was able to, keep his foot and also fully functioning, be able to walk and wear normal shoes. So we're so proud of Sam Seifert and congratulate him on his hard work.
So glad that you're updating that story because, again, it's something that we covered during the football season. He'd actually had a sack like the week before. He made a huge play in a football game, and then this accident happened. So I'm glad we'll get an update on him. Conway author Paul Nail is who we're going to talk about next. Doctorate in psychology, wrote a book about Hank Williams Sr. That is getting some interest and some attention right now. What is this book about Hank Sr. that's been written?
I was raised listening to Hank Williams Sr. and Jr. with my dad, and so many people loved their music. And we all know that at age 29, Hank Williams Sr. died in the backseat of a car. He had a real problem with substance abuse. And so this psychologist was wondering why at 29? And so his book is a psychological biography of Hank Williams, Much More to His Story, Volume 1, and it's being lauded as one of the most comprehensive biographies to date. And so we just want people to know that we have a local author who's written this book that is really being praised.
Also in the magazine, there is an artist that we're going to meet. It's John Lightfoot. He is the Artist of the Month, a painter.
Yes, he is newer to the artist scene, but someone who has been painting for a long time, and he just didn't know if he could ever make a living as an artist, but he's doing that. He's not only teaching art at a junior high school in a nearby city, but he's also getting his master's in how to teach art from the University of Central Arkansas. But he loves to paint ships, ocean, water, deer. We're going to have photos of all of this art in the magazine. Also loves to paint sunrises and sunsets, and I really liked what he said about this because they represent a new day, new life, and a second chance for all of us. And I just like that perspective. Very nice man, John Lightfoot.
Nice. All right, we're also going to meet our pet of the month, and the pet of the month is Canine Officer Chico. Lives in Faulkner County, is our pet of the month. Tell us about Officer Chico.
He lives with Officer Sean Connolly and his family in Faulkner County. They serve in the Little Rock Police Department and have for 5.5 years. He's a nationally certified dog for narcotics recognition and subject tracking and apprehension. And what's most important is that they have together done more than 50 arrests, and several of those were violent criminals that he has helped bring in. He's not only an officer, but he lives with Officer Connolly and his family, and so he is a pet. And Officer Connolly said he loves him. They have 2 other dogs. He has a couple of kids, and so he's part of the family. And whenever he does retire, they have the option to keep the canine dog, and he plans to do that. And then there's a foundation that helps support the continued care and feeding of the dog and all of that. So it's really a nice thing.
Yeah, and that's very interesting.
It's a cool story.
Yeah, I hadn't really thought about what happens to them when their time working is done. I'm sure that they retire like the rest of us. They don't work up until the point of them passing away, but live out their life with someone. That's very, very cool.
We have dozens of great stories about men of the moment in this issue, and I hope people will pick it up or read it online at 501lifemag.com.
Very good. Thank you, Stephanie. Appreciate
Thank you.
Thanks.